In the 60s, it was everybody's dream to be part of a singer group. Every group needed a high note singer and a pretty boy. What if I told you Ohio produced someone that can hit high notes like Eddie Kendricks and had the looks to make the ladies fall in love? This guy was the late great William Powell from the OJays. With that being said, let's cue that intro. Born January 20th, 1942 in Canton, Ohio. Now, just like many other singers, William, he grew up in church. William went to Canton McKinley High School. Now, all of his friends called him Will, and this is where he met his friends Eddie Levert and Walter Williams. Now, Eddie and Walter, they wanted to start a doo-wop singer group. The group, they will form in 1958, going by the name the Triumphs. The members was Walter Williams, Eddie Levert, William Powell, Bill Iles, and Bobby Massey. Now, the real singers of the group was Walter, Eddie, and William. Bill and Bobby, they was really there just to play the instruments. The group, they started doing local shows, and they caught the attention of Sid Nathan. He helped the group get signed to a record deal with James Brown label, King's Records. The group, they would release 4 songs that didn't do too well, so they would get released. In 1960, they would change their name to the Mascots, and they released a song called Miracles in 1961. Fun fact, an R&B DJ named Eddie OJ was the group's manager and director. When he passed, the Mascots would take on his name as a tribute. Now they will go by the name that we all know them to this day, the OJays. The OJays will release the song Lonely Drifter that reached 93 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. So throughout the 60s, the OJays produced minor hits like Lipstick Traces, Stand In For Love, Stand Tall, and Let It All Out. They will also provide background vocals for Nat King Cole. The OJays met the Intruders at the Apollo Theater. Now, the Intruders were signed to Gamble & Huff label, Neptune Records. And what some people may not know is that during this time, the OJays took dance lessons from Charlie Atkins, who was the choreographer for Motown. The OJays signed to Neptune Records in 1969. They would go on to release the song One Night Affair. This song reached number 15 on the R&B charts, and in the early 70s, Neptune Records failed. Bill Iles and Bobby Massey would lead the group. They started off as 5, and now there was 3. The group will remain a trio for the rest of the future though. Now during this time, the OJays, they didn't have a label that they were signed to. But Motown, they was looking to sign the group. Now can you imagine if the OJays would have signed to Motown and the type of music that these two would have produced? But the OJays, they showed loyalty to Gamble & Huff, and they waited for them to get back on their feet. In 1971, Gamble & Huff would create their new label called Philadelphia International Records, and they came calling for the OJays. In 1972, the OJays released a debut album called Backstabbers. This album also produced us a self-entitled song that reached number 1 on the R&B charts and number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. This album also had the group's first and only number 1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. This hit was called Love Train, and on November 10th, 1973, the OJays followed their debut album with Ship Ahoy. This album gave us another hit that I believe should have been number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, called For the Love of Money. This song reached number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts and number 3 on the R&B charts. My favorite song for the album is called Now That We Found Love. This song was sampled by Heavy D and the Boys. 1975, For the Love of Money was nominated for a Grammy, but it lost to Chaka Khan's Tell Me Something Good. With the success of the group's first 2 albums, money started to flow, and with money came women. William, he was considered to be the ladies' man of the group. He was also single and loved a single life. With the group rise to stardom, William, he's partied a lot, and it's the 70s, so during these parties, drugs was involved. Everybody was doing it, especially if you was in the music business. With William developing a drug problem, he started missing shows, showing up late, and he even showed up high. William actually told Charlie Atkins that he liked doing drugs and he loved his lifestyle. Charlie, he would see the downfall of William, and he told Eddie and Walter that they better start looking for someone else. 1975, William, he was diagnosed with colon cancer. With his drug problem, his cancer got worse. And at the group's peak, William had to stop touring with the group in 1976. The OJays, they would replace William with Sammy Strain. Just 2 years after being diagnosed with cancer, William, he will pass away at the age of 35. William Powell will forever be remembered as one of the greatest singers from Ohio and as an original member of the OJays. Thanks to all my subscribers for watching, and those that's not a subscriber, thank you as well. If you like what you see and would like to see more, check out a few more videos. And until then, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.